Thank you, Leslie, for the introduction, and thank you, Toastmasters and guests, for having me speak today. Let me just begin by introducing myself. My name is Ava Penney, and I'm a freelance author. I write for the Walleye magazine, and I'm the author of the recently published essay Social Erosion, which sold out at its launch and was an Entershine Bookshop bestseller. I plan on pursuing a career in journalism after earning my bachelor's degree in English, so I can spread the word about prominent world issues that are close to my heart, and so I can try to make the world a better place. When I was 17, I was sitting in my grade 11 anthropology class during a lesson about conformity and group norms. It was your standard, no-frills period for everyone else, but for me, an entire world opened up that hour of ideas and visions on how I can indeed try to make the world a better place. You see, I never believed that humans lived up to their full potentials, that the pressures of abiding by their peers' expectations consumed their decisions. Such is why I don't do drugs, why I fancy myself a nonconformist, and why I don't always wear the trending brands. But what if there's an underlying issue greater than these seemingly in-the-moment demands? What if the human race's capacity as a whole is in jeopardy? After that sociology lesson, I embarked on a journey to prove my hypothesis. I began by comparing our primitive ancestors to Homo sapiens, the current humans that roam the planet. Amid this research, there were uncertainties, but what I was sure of was the fact that we lost the bulk of our self-reliance, our initiative to hunt, gather, and fend for ourselves, and most alarmingly of all, our ability to think for ourselves. I soon after realized that no, this phenomenon is not just a modern day issue, but rather a historical issue that goes back thousands of years. In the beginning of human history, there was one perception, one reality, and one truth. But as more and more cultures and groups and ethics and ideologies emerged, that one reality became blurred and a lesser version of the previous. This is what I call social erosion. Now, who's to say that this is bad? What are the consequences of the seemingly inevitable dilemma? Imagine a mountain, beautiful and striking, confident and tall, but the weather, through a weary process, only gnawed at those wonders. In other words, external forces will only endeavor to influence and change your otherwise internal beauties. These external forces are what I label the assembly in my essay. The assembly is not easy to rebel against. Society is not easy to rebel against. When one feels so strongly about something that the majority otherwise disagrees with, who are they to doubt their intuition? It's human nature. But where the line is crossed between human nature and manipulation is this: when one sacrifices their otherwise personal hopes and dreams for the assembly, something has to change. The assembly was manifested by various revolutionary periods in human history, from the agricultural revolution to the industrial revolution, and to the current age of AI that we are approaching. And the common denominator between these eras is the fact that the greater group is thinking and acting for us. You as an individual will never exist again. When you're gone, you're gone. You can't waste this chance. Through thick and thin, light and dark, you can't abandon those innermost potentials of yours. Otherwise, who are you to even live? That is why I published at the young age of 19, so I in my lifetime can see my readers tap into their innermost beauties, to see ripple effects being made and true purposes being fulfilled. And when I released my book on this very topic and received that first physical copy in the mail, I knew that my purpose was fulfilled and that I wanted to see others relish the same exact feeling someday too. So with that, I leave you with one question. Would you rather conform like an assembly line robot, or would you rather stand like